We love hip hop.
To Natural versus Drake.
Jeez.
What's going on, brother?
But before we get to that specifically,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, how long have I been a consistent member on the pod? Like since July?
Almost a year. Yeah, about 10 months.
Okay, it hasn't even been a full year yet.
Yeah.
When I first got here, I guess my ops were like extra gravy. You know what I mean? Like Relentless Diaries.
Mhm,
Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because Zoe and Marlon did a phenomenal job covering the Raptors playoffs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I like when my ops are doing amazing things.
Leveled up. Yeah.
It kind of got a little weird because like as my ops started becoming like steady flopping and things. I'm like, wait,
Shit.
I'm like, yo, what's going on here? I don't like this.
How did this become an ether session? You want me to get the beat ready or something?
I'm like, yo, I don't really like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we had this
yeah.
discussion. Like, you have to be leveling up. You can't be like going downhill. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to manifest a stronger up.
The strongest.
If anybody watches Invincible, there's just one character in Invincible. Every time he's scrapping a man, he smokes a man. He's like, I need a better opponent. I need to find the strongest man. Pause.
Pause.
In the universe. Send for Iceman.
Oh, shit.
Send for Iceman. I'm like, I'm ready. Send for Iceman. So as we're doing the fashion discussion, I just had an inkling, like, yo, sometimes Ja just puts crazy thoughts in my brain, you know what I mean? Intrusive thoughts, as they say. So I'm like, yo, that nigga Drake dresses like Joe Budden.
Shit.
And even before we get to that again, Zara and I were in the whip. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to feel like an official member of the pod until Drake hollers at Namandum. Respectfully.
You did say that.
Respectfully. Zara, co-sign it.
Nah, you did say that.
Co-sign it.
Because we had both gotten some sort of interaction with Drake, and
Yeah.
it was like
George.
natural. Yeah.
I was waiting for my turn, bro.
And because, you know, Sexy Red coming up May 15th, so I'm like, yo, he's probably going to acknowledge you.
Yeah.
But he did it before.
I'm like, yo, maybe I'm just invincible. Like, you know, Iceman has a superpower. I'm like, maybe my superpower is just like being invisible. He's not shouting out the man there, but like maybe it's a colorism thing. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Then I woke up this morning, dog.
Woke up this morning.
I woke up this morning. One of the rare mornings I don't wake up with a shotty beside me. Dog. Everybody does this when they wake up in the morning. They check their phone, bro. Normally, like, I see check marks, you know what I mean? Like, I get a lot of comments, you know what I mean? But this morning was a little different. This morning was a little more icy. It was cold. I checked the heat. I'm like, yo, the heat is on. What's going on, bro? The heat was on, dog. I had my covers on. I'm like, yo, was this brisk? You know, like, I look at my phone, champagne poppies in my DM.
Wow.
I'm like, what's going on right now, fam? But as I'm looking at the DM, it was kind of cut off. So all I see is champagne poppy and hotbox.
The cafe?
So I'm like, I'm lit.
Trying to ball up.
I'm like, yo, Drake is trying to ball up with the back. I'm lit. I'm like, yo, this is better than the Kishka thing, fam.
Yo.
Like, shout out to Kishka. That was a good look. But yo, this is mad for the role. Iceman balling up with Natural Wave. Come on, fam.
Yeah. I fuck with it.
So I'm amped. I open up the message and then I read the full thing. You know that meme where like the man goes to open the fridge and he's amped, but then when the fridge is empty and he gets cheese?
No.
Yo, actually, I'm not even going to paraphrase.
We should read it directly. I'm going to read it directly.
One take, Jake.
Go to my
On the
story.
screen.
I had to post it, bro.
Bang.
Yeah.
So this is courtesy of Borough Sound TV.
Shout out Borough Sound. Number one.
Who's that?
Number one blog in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
That had the inside scoop.
I know, right?
Live.
So Drake DMs Toronto podcaster DJ Natural Wave after Joe Budden fashion comparison.
Jeez.
And here's the whole post. So what did it say over here?
Okay, you do the best Drake impressions.
Hold on.
shoot.
Slide.
Brother, okay. When Hotbox is waiting for you for saying, I dress like Joseph Anthony, you must be smoking Fenty. You must be smoking Fenty.
This was sent at 4:58 a.m. Broski.
Oh man.
And I have some exclusive information about that later. We'll get to that. Number one in the city, number one in the country. We'll get to that.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
We'll get to that though. Shout out to Gamdom in the city, man. We stay tapped in, bro.
Okay, so you responded, and your response is?
The response was, okay, before I even say my response, I'm not gonna lie. It took me like 30 minutes to cook this. It took me like 30 minutes to cook this, fam.
Hold on. Before the response, how did you feel waking up and seeing Champagne Poppy in your DMs? You haven't seen a DM yet, but just seeing that he is in your DMs. And be real.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little surreal. You know, like, but it also felt inevitable. You know those ones? But I'm just like, I was also like, damn, like this is what he's hollering at the Gamdom for. You know what I mean? Like,
let me get some real emotions, fam. Like, did your heart rate go up?
Hold up. Can you answer that, and then I'll add on to it.
I need to know these questions, bro, or these answers, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like time stopped, bro.
Like hands started sweating.
Fam, I felt like I honestly felt like I entered the alternate dimension. Yo.
Yo, what the fuck are you saying?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, when Top 5 linked up with Ye, I'm like, yo, this is an alternate universe. We're in the Twilight Zone, fam. Because in what world is Top 5 and Kanye texting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like, man, I'm stepped into a next Twilight Zone. Like, yo, why is Drake messaging me, bro?
That's not real.
I'm like, nah, this is crazy. But like, after I click on the profile to make sure it was actually Broski, bare time.
This guy double check the check mark. Is that really him? Fuck.
But the way how he said it, I'm like, yeah, this sounds like, because I always talk about bun skin and stuff. But at first I took it as a serious thing, but the way how he said it, I'm like, it didn't seem serious.
Hold on. Before you get to that, we're going to take our time with this. Okay? One take, Jake, if you could pull this back up on the screen. So Natural responded, and I don't know if you can see that from there. It might be a little bit hard for you to see.
Oh, yes, I did see my response. Okay, so Drake said, one hot box is waiting for you for saying I dressed like Joseph Anthony. You must be smoking Fent. So I said, say top left, you didn't shop at Orpheus Road for your comeback season cover shoot. Say top left.
Why are you bringing up Orpheus Road, bro?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It took me like 30 minutes to cook that, bro. I had to call Zara. It was like 7:30 in the morning.
Bro, I was gonna say that.
I'm like, please. I'm like, yo, every time I call Zara, this nigga has like airplane mode. I don't know what shorty he's like running from, but the man, his phone's off. The man's always dodging.
Brother, Zara's probably looking like, what's going on?
Take this in. So I'm on my little morning strolls, right? Keep in mind, I'm running off like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm already like not even fully there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking. I pass by friggin' Leon's on Danforth. I get a call from Wave. I see Wave, you know? He's like, yo, look at the group chat right now. So I open it. I'm like, yo, he DM'd you this?
Hold on. Can I give you my story? You're running or you're walking and you see Natural. It's Drake!
No, because, bro, I was still like in a Twilight Zone myself. Like I'm not like fully not there. I'm like running off 2 hours of sleep. I'm just walking. And like now I'm seeing the message, right? So I'm like, one hot box. I'm like, yo, he's cheesed. 4:53 a.m. He's cheesed. Like, and we're kind of like going back and forth about like, what is the next course of action? Because I'm like, yo, if you play this right, you know, you can have a sort of rapport with Drake. He's in your DMs. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and I told him, I'm like, yo, it's like in chess, there's always a best move. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You don't want to like squander this opportunity, but you don't want to do too much either. If he wanted everyone to see it, he would have commented on the reel, but he wanted you specifically to get a specific message. You know?
Exactly.
And then, so, yo, Natural's like bouncing ideas of like how he should respond. And I was like, say wallahi something. And he's like, I don't say that. He's like, I'm gonna say top left, you know? And I'm like, all right, fair. You know what I'm saying?
You don't say that.
He say top left.
I used to say it more. I don't really say it as much anymore, but I just thought it was funnier. You know?
Yeah.
These guys are like scripting,
No, 'cause
put it together, the response
Because
together.
at first I was gonna respond on a bad man thing.
We had chat too about box.
I'm like, yo,
Now remember you like I was gonna leave him on red.
At first, yeah, we're just discussing all the ideas and stuff.
Mm,
I'm like,
box who?
when I see you at Sexy Red inside, I was gonna start saying some crazy, but I'm like, nah, that's an idiot thing still. Like that's not even sick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's not even who I am.
You might not even make it to the show.
I lie.
And I also felt like, even though we're looking at it as an isolated incident,
Yeah.
I think the amount of microaggressions that Natural has said about Drake has added up over the months. And I feel like this is kind of like, he reached his breaking point where it's like, bro, you're saying this, you're saying that. Now you're saying I dress like Joe Budden.
Whoa. So you think, and we're going to get to the Joe Budden part in a second, because that's the point of contention, right? But you think that mans are cheesed? Okay, and for the Americans, I guess you guys know what that means, man. You guys, you think he's pissed?
I think he was annoyed at Natural.
So that's not like a joking text, because I'm taking it, hoping that it is a joking text.
And then we were discussing like the actual language that he used is very ambiguous, right? So like a hot box, bro, that could be a hot box of pizza. That could be a hot box balling up. Or it could be you getting snuffed. You know what I'm saying? But he legally used the right words where it's not actually a threat legally.
Yeah.
Because if he really threatened you and you posted that, that could be like on TMZ or like I don't know. It could be like bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's in Toronto slang.
And like,
Yeah,
if he
like
actually
code, like Egyptology.
and if he actually threatened me, I wouldn't post it because I'm not trying to snitch on man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why even when I posted it, I added a joking angle to it, type thing. You know?
Did he respond?
Nah, he didn't respond. So
Did he read it?
Interesting.
he doesn't have his read receipts on.
Interesting. Are you sure about that? I don't know about that, fam.
And I also, when we were talking about it, I was like, you said I don't think he's gonna respond to my response.
Yeah, and what I mean by I'm not sure, I don't know about the read receipts. I think he might have that shit off, bro. If he sees the message and he just leaves it unseen, that's
No. Oh, like he has it on, like it says seen and shit.
Yeah.
But he could have opened it and then
From my
unread
experience.
He could have like seen it and then unread it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could do that. I keep
Yeah.
on forgetting. There's so much things you could do now with the gram to make it like, yo, I never seen that message.
But are you gonna tell him about the alternative responses that you conjured up before going through with what you went through, or nah?
Oh, like I made like a whole Instagram reel where like I did that green screen and I rifled through like 5 of Drake's craziest fits. Like,
oh my God.
like he was looking crazy. So, but like I kind of felt like, well, we came to the conclusion I was doing a little too much.
Doing too
It was a
much.
2.5 minute video, and it was like, unless you're Iceman, keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Then I was just cooking broski for like 2 minutes. But I'm like, nah, this is a little crazy.
Yeah, that means the hot boxes that get coming there expediently. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, I don't want to serious it out, but like, do you think that's really cheese for real?
I don't think so, because I feel like if he actually wanted to do a take, he wouldn't like leave a paper trail.
Yeah. I think it's all good. I think you're like, it's not like you're out here like, yo, fuck Drake, he's a pussy. Like, you might have contrary opinions to us when we like be quote unquote glazing or whatever they say, but like, I've never heard you get disrespectful.
I think Drake perceives it as disrespect, but technically he's not being disrespectful.
Yeah, it's not, or not. Maybe it could be perceived as disrespect, but you're not being hateful.
No, but the thing is, like, because when you're potting, like, your absolute statements just hit harder.
100%.
So when I just feel like Drake is the worst dressed rapper of all time, it sounds better than like, oh, Drake has had a couple questionable fits, but for the most part, he gets like, you know what I mean?
And what I was telling Natural, I'm like, bro, imagine you're Drake, right? You've probably spent millions of dollars on clothes in your life. And this little DJ on this little pod, even though, we're not a little pod, but I'm just for him, like, he's top level.
Yeah.
It's saying that you can't dress and that you dress like Joe Budden. He spends all this money trying to do these like artistic live streams just for that same DJ to be like, Drake's not even artistic like that, bro. This doesn't even he's trying to, so I think it's these little things that Drake is tuned into where it's kind of like, let me kind of like acknowledge this guy, but show him that like
Brethren, I seen that.
I
fam.
see you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, because he sees it, fam. Like, one thing people, like, you can speculate that if Drake's watching or whatever. Like, no, man's watching, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like people can say, oh, you guys are a little pod or whatever. In relativity to maybe some of these other big pods out there, like we're nowhere close to the Joe Budden podcast. But for Canada and for Toronto, the words that we say travel.
Yo, I really think we might be Drake's favorite podcast.
Low key, possibly. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Like he tunes into every episode. He watches every clip.
Every episode is crazy.
I don't think every episode, man. He sees clips because I'll tell you what he was doing after when he responded to me. Apparently, what he was doing or whatever. But like,
this guy got the intel.
Wait, tell us now.
Mm-hmm.
He was shooting a music video for Iceman.
Okay,
you know what I mean. I know what he was shooting it for, but we'll get to that though. We'll get to that. We're gonna rush it.
Okay,
we're not gonna rush it. You know what I mean?
Got exclusives today.
Exactly. We'll get there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Okay, so you post. Okay, so where are we at in the story now? So now you responded. You posted on your story.
Now I want to know.
But I feel like you should show the rest of my story as well.
Yes.
Okay, so let's put this back up on the screen right there.
But go on his story because you have an additional slide, I think.
Okay, so let's go to DJ Natural Stories.
The man have to go to my page and see pure girl.
Oh, yeah.
You have to respect it, Mr.
So
Iceman.
this is the original page, and then this is the next one here.
I said he mad because I said he dressed just as bad as Joe Budden, but they both the only rappers to literally be memed for having atrocious fits.
Oh,
if anybody
shit.
remembers this picture, Tyler the Creator first tweeted out this photo, and it literally was the first meme of like a celebrity type. It was one of the first memes of a celebrity type thing, where everyone took Drake, the cutout, and then they started putting him on like the Eiffel Tower and like the Egyptian tombs, like him in those Timbs, and like, it's a crazy fit.
The Dada shirts. I remember Dada.
It's a crazy fit.
Let's go to this. Oh, shit. That was for a freaking comedy spoof.
Yeah.
Bro.
This was a comedy. But I just wanted to say, if I don't receive a thread at least once a week, I'm not podding right.
Holy shit. Let's go.
The biggest rapper in the world cared about my fashion opinion. Is hilarious. But yeah, I just wanted to like kind of harken back to the point. Yo, it hasn't been a year yet, bro. Some man's been podding for 10 years. No acknowledgement, dog.
But I don't want you to act like you're brand new to this because, you know, you put in hours of podding like in your life. You know, we had Wave and Muzzy for a little bit.
True.
Bro, that was like 8 episodes.
We had some good episodes. Ansho Hoodlum on that. You know what I'm saying?
It happened.
Yeah. Those are hours of podding.
No,
you know?
facts though. No.
I'm just saying because like you're good at podding, so it's like you put in the hours.
Respect,
you didn't just
though.
like start like, baby fresh. But on this pod,
No,
impact.
No. You did your thing.
Did
You're doing your thing. So part of the reason I feel why he gave you this DM is because of who was mentioned.
Exactly.
Right? The Joe Budden Drake dichotomy has been a weird one for I don't know how many years now, fam.
Yeah,
like
the lore goes back.
Yeah, fam. Back from that video of Drake, or when he was on Joe Budden TV, and he was like, "Yo, man, I'm trying to get like you."
We all used to listen to you.
Yeah, and it was like he was looking up to Joe at that point, to him becoming the biggest rapper in the world, surpassing anything that Joe's ever done musically, to Joe coming back up now, being like one of the top 3 biggest voices in media, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's a point of contention is basically what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Okay, so
like hold on. He didn't say Joe Budden. He said the man's middle name.
Joseph Anthony.
Yes.
Yo, beer shot to you, surprise. Who's Joseph Anthony?
Yeah.
I have to tell the beer lord, who's that?
Okay, like even though it kind of started as like, you know, this fan artist relationship and that they kind of became colleagues in a sense, isn't it just because Drake smashed Tahiri while she was with Joe Budden?
That's part of the reason.
Yeah, basically.
I'm pretty sure that's like a major reason.
Yes, that's part of the reason why in the early stages, why they kind of had like issues, right? But they got back together, and making it sound gay, right? They got back cool.
Did they?
Yes, because even during the pandemic,
the live stream,
they were live streaming together, or they live streamed together. They've had conversations behind the scenes. There was at one point in time where Drake asked Joe about doing an interview.
It was always like, I feel like their interactions was always passive aggressive though.
Yes,
It was
but it got aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah, and it's not the Drake and Kendrick battle is what I'm trying to tell you guys.
And Joe Budden did make like 10-minute diss songs about Drake at one point that no one really cared about. But he had like
Yes.
part 3, part 4. Like,
Yeah,
he was going in.
he went crazy. But I'm saying they got cool. I'm doing quotation fingers for the listening audience after that.
Mm.
But then, and this is just my opinion, he kept on pushing the issue with Drake and Young Kings and whatever. He had his whole friggin' podcast monologue about the Georgia Smith stuff, and he went crazy for a while. And he kept on poking the issue. And then, when you now bring it full circle to the battle, that's when he, even in the song there, when he did the AI thing, he was like, yo,
Talk about him like in Young Girls. It's got
Yeah.
true. Heard it
you
on
gotta
the
heard it on the
Button
Button podcast. It's like, fam, it all comes back to Button because it's like, fam, like you're trying to destroy me.
But is it pushing the issue if like Drake is literally talking about it? Because with the Georgia Smith thing,
Mhm.
the song he's literally talking about, oh, you're old enough, but you're still a baby. You know what I mean? So like you're literally speaking about these things. We're podcasters.
Yeah.
It's our job to literally bring these discussions to the public.
But do you think maybe Drake feels like Joe Budden's narratives contributed to parts of his rap feud with Kendrick?
Definitely. But I also feel that it's not only that, it's like, yo, why are you doing that? I thought we had some kind of cool like relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's different than like any other. If Ebro's doing it, fuck Ebro. I don't like him anyway. But me and you were supposed to be cool. It goes
Yeah.
back to that video back in the day. And now here you are kicking my back in on the biggest podcast.
We're supposed to be cool, but you fuck my bitch.
That is
Yeah.
the point of
And,
contention.
and then, okay, so you don't want me to be cheesed at you at that, but you're cheesed at me for discussing your lyrics and breaking it down. Like it's literally a music podcast.
And it started from Views too. It didn't even start from there. When he did the breakdown for Views and he went crazy and that helped blow him up, they were beefing from then, like more beef, but it kind of calmed down. And then I think, again, like I said, when he started pushing the Young thing, like that issue, then Drake was like, you know, fuck this nigga, bro. And then when Kendrick used that as a point of contention also, it was like, whatever.
But Drake told him to use that. I'm saying like Drake keeps mentioning things, and then when man's harking back to what the man says, he gets cheese.
Because I think that for him, even though he understands the journalism aspect of it, he respects loyalty more than honest journalism sometimes. And I think a lot of artists are like that. I think it's all about relationships like we were talking about last episode.
Yeah.
And maybe that's his fault. Maybe he shouldn't expect things that way.
That's some God complex shit. Oh, have blind loyalty to me. Never say anything critical ever.
No, it's kind of like, yo, like we're cool in person. And like when we talk, like, you know, we show mutual respect. But then when I'm on my phone one day, I see you like, as you said, kicking my back in, pause. It's like, that's going to leave like a bad taste. You know what I'm saying?
This is the same issue that I feel like him and I have.
To
I
an
know,
extent.
yeah, I know you from way back, fam, and like you're kicking my back in on the freaking thing.
And your argument is, yo, bro, I'm doing my job as a journalist, as a commentator. Like, I have
Yes.
to report on these things.
Yeah.
But his...
Or give my real opinion on it, at least.
When you guys say kicking his back in, like, what do you mean by that?
like kicking you while you're down. Like, I'm not saying you have to lie, or maybe I'm not saying he's saying that. He like, it's just more like what you're choosing to focus on and talk about around my name while I'm going through a specific situation. When if I see you in person or like when we talk, it's like all love. It's kind of like, you know, fake love or like no friends in the industry kind of vibes.
Or
you
if
know?
I was to see you in person, because like a lot of people that haven't met Drake in person or haven't seen him in a long time, you're probably gonna act different. And I'm saying all of us. We'd be like, yo, I lie.
I'll still say Orpheus Road in front of it.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be like, yo, fam. And I'm not saying that we're groupies or anything like that. I'm just saying just like naturally, like, bro.
I would dap him up and take,
Like,
I wouldn't
fam,
try to
like, are
scrap him.
you that, fam? Like, you've accomplished a lot of things.
So
Like,
obviously,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
you know,
When you see people who are like major figures, not that we get like starry-eyed and shit like that, where we're like, yo, respect. Like, yo, this.
But what's the alternative to that? You dap him up and be like, oh, you like young girls?
Nah.
You know, like, I feel like that's just not naturally gonna come up in the conversation.
No, but like, okay.
But if you're discussing lyrics where he's talking about Sierra Canyon looking like Magic City, then like you might want to analyze that lyric a little bit.
No, I'm just talking about just general critique in general, period, right? If somebody has critique of a person, right? And then like they're a famous person, and now you see that person in person, you expect to have that same energy, like, I ain't really fuck with your shit anyway. I want to have the same energy I had on the podcast. Or you're going to be like, yo, a lie, that's you. Salute.
Well, it depends. Like, if they ask me directly, like, oh, yo, you said this, do you still feel that way? They'll be like, yeah, I feel that way. But if, like, they see me like, oh, yo, salute, then I'm not just going to randomly just start this.
Well, because, like, you
mean?
don't hate him. Like, he's not an enemy to you.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
a lot of people think, oh, Natural is like a Drake hater, but he's actually not. Like, he actually knows bare Drake lyrics.
Yeah,
like,
more
you
than a
know?
lot than me, I think.
Yeah, so, and I think it's good to have, like, alternative views, because usually, like, you're pretty in the middle pro Drake. I'm usually pretty pro Drake.
Mm.
And then at least Natural is, like, not always going to be, like, pro Drake, you know? And that's how we have, like, good discussions. But once again, man, like, loyalty is priceless. And I think
Loyalty is priceless.
for someone like Drake, and even for any of us, man, like, if we have like some type of like professional relationship with someone, and then like we hear them talk about us after, but it's like, bro, like, we was mad cool in the DMs, and like now it just feels like you're using my name and you're saying things that I think are negative or I find disrespectful. It's gonna make me feel like a little weary about you. Now I'm not gonna like want to rock with you. As maybe I'm not gonna put you on, or maybe I'm not gonna like. It's all about relationships at the end of the day. Like,
it's a funny game when it comes to that, because all of the people who have been super just only or like mostly pro Drake, they've been rewarded in multiple ways.
Well, I kind of agree with you, and I kind of don't. Only in the sense of, I feel like there's mans who glaze Drake top and down, but Drake doesn't acknowledge them. Drake's not DMing them or whatever.
Yeah.
But I say broski looks like Joe Budden, and then now I have a direct line of communication.
Hold on. I don't want you to put a name on the bullet type shit, but like, I feel like a lot of the people that glaze him down or all of whatever thing that you've said, he links them. Or somebody from the camp links them.
or he might like a post. Like, it might be something very subtle, but obviously a DM from Drake is a DM from Drake. Like,
there's obviously people who go crazy and do all of the glazing, and he don't even know about their existence. But anybody who's been like super pro Drake for a certain amount of time, especially like, look at like What's the Dirt? Like, he got the Drake follow the other day. He's getting exclusive info. He's getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just watched the stream before you guys got here. He's going to get a bunch of Iceman exclusive clothes for his giveaway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a super Drake glazer, but he's not anti-Drake like that, and he's been rewarded.
But sometimes, right, and especially within the city, I think a lot of people choose to glaze him, one, out of like the hopes that he'll like reach out and like rock with him, give you that Drake follow or message. But I think it's also an element of fear sometimes.
Interesting.
Right? And I think what I respect about Natural, because someone commented on the post saying, Natural acts like he's not in the city and he can't see these guys in person, right? But like the fact that he's willing to say something contrary, knowing that there's a risk, is like, to me, more journalistically integral. Like, there's a lot of integrity there, you know? Like, it's like you're fearless in that sense, you know? So I respect that.
Because respectfully, like, I don't want to be a celebrity, bro. A lot of people, they're holding out for some blind faith, you know what I mean? That Drake is just gonna come save them from poverty, you know what I mean? I know I could provide myself the lifestyle that I want, you know what I mean? So I don't really give a fuck what no man thinks type shit, you know?
I fuck with it.
If Friday asks me a question on a topic, I'm gonna say what I feel, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna hide my true feelings or even hide like what the truth is, because sometimes people like, they just be capping on the pod and some blind hope that Drake is just gonna reach out to them, you know?
Yeah. No, listen, this is coming from the perspective of somebody who, whatever, had the Drake follows or whatever. It didn't come from me glazing. It came from having a freaking hard work, yes, but it came right after me having a real freaking opposing opinion, fam. I had a rant. I was going off. Like, it was like maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And I was going off and I was like, yo, you can't gatekeep the internet. You can't stop us from growing and all that. I was going crazy. And it was like, people were hitting me up like, yo, walk on, fam. Why are you going so crazy on your podcast? Like people from his camp.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then like maybe within a month or so, the man started following me.
Jeez.
So it wasn't like, oh, Drake, you're the best. And then he was just like, okay, now I want to tap in. It was like, yo, walk on. Okay, you saying it with your chest.
Do you feel like it was because he respected you, or do you feel like he was trying to convert a hater or convert someone who was spitting a narrative out there that he didn't want?
I really can't tell you, because if it was that didn't work out, fam. Like, because there's been points of contention since then. Like, it didn't stop me from saying what I gotta say.
I think that's what it was, because he did the same thing with Ak.
Mm.
Like at first, him and Ak were like beefing. I think he realized that academics is what I'm referring to. Got to a certain point where his voice was getting powerful, so it was better to have him on his side rather than being objective. You know, because Ak be setting narratives sometimes. You know, and,
Yeah.
he could kind of skew the landscape.
So you saying the relationship with Act, it could sway his opinion. It didn't sway mine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe I should let it sway it and we can get richer.
So where do we go from here?
We got a whole other Drake story, so we can get to that.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.